I went to hey, you guys paying the bill already? You guys leaving in the middle of the show? Oh, okay. They gave it to you this early, huh? What? Oh, okay. For the big musical closer? I've been working on that. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, paying the bill. I hate paying bills. I'm broke. Someone stole my wallet last week. The guy called me up. He was mad at me. He was like, you got to get your finances together. You've got no cash. Your credit cards are maxed out. You don't even have minutes on your calling card. I had to use my card to call you. I got an E-Trade account. Turns out I can turn $1,000 into $420 in less than a week. Sure, I had to pay some fees. My brother's always trying to fix my finances, you know. He got me involved with it. He's like, call me up. He's like, what you need is a Palm Pilot and an online bank. That way you'll be aware of your finances at all times. I was like, I do not need a constant reminder that my balance is in parentheses. He got me involved with an online bank, one of these flybynight.coms. It makes me nervous. It's like people my age running a bank. Sometimes the transactions don't even happen. Last week I called up, I was like, do you guys still have my money and everything? And they were like, dude, we are so sorry. We spent it all on Limp Bizkit tickets. I was like, aren't you FDIC insured? And they were like, F-Dick? Totally. Gotta stay for the rest of the show. My brother's into eBay. He's like a junkie though. He's like way too into it. Like last week he called me up. He's like, I got $32 for my pots and pans. I'm like, how are you gonna eat? He's like, I got a Snoopy snow cone machine for $700. Joe Birbiglia. That's my brother. All right. It's the first time for the Joe Birbiglia joke. I was living with a girl for a while. We worried about different things. One day I was like, what do you fear the most? And she was like, I fear you'll meet someone else and you'll leave me and I'll be all alone. And she was like, what do you fear the most? And I was like, bears. I was living with a girl. It got really domestic. It kind of felt like we were getting married, you know, but we weren't. And she was like, we got to get a joint account. That way we can pay our bills together. I was like, we already have a joint account. It's called the Jar of Nickels. Who do you think pays for the Laffy Taffy? We had different financial priorities. Like, I really wanted to buy an air hockey table, and she was really into groceries. She had these 2 cats, you know, and cat's my least favorite animal. Other animals, at least you can call them by name. I tried calling these cats. They were like, look, man, we don't even know where we are. I think the cats were gay, too, because they were always licking each other and spooning in the window and criticizing the way I dress. I don't think it's a biological thing, like they're gay by birth. I think it's an environment thing, like they're prison gay. Like they don't see any female cats ever, and after a while it's just like, look, Tony, we ain't getting any younger, buddy. This might be the catnip talking, but I like the way your belly matches your paws. One day my girlfriend called me from work. She's like, you gotta take Tony, that's her cat, to the vet because he's got a urinary tract infection. So I took him in, they give you this questionnaire about the cat, except I didn't know any of the answers. I only got 2 right. I got cat, and then I got male. It said breed, and I wrote ? Gay. It said, describe the reason you were here today, and I wrote, my girlfriend is at work. And that's why I can't have kids, because to me, kids are like cats that can talk. And if my cats ever looked up at me and told me how dumb I was and how their food sucks, I'd be like, well, Tony, we're putting you to sleep, buddy. I'm single right now. I realized recently what I really need is a woman who loves me for my money but doesn't understand math. It's tricky dating. You sort of have to slowly ease the woman into the realities of your life. Date 1 is always like, Mike, you are really together. Date 2 is like, you don't have health insurance? Date 3 is like, where's the rest of your apartment? My female friends complain about dating. My friend was like, I went out with this guy and he wanted to sleep with me after 5 dates. And I was like, no, he wanted to sleep with you after the 1 date. He thought he might have a chance after 5. He probably wanted to sleep with you after 0 dates, but he thought a trip to Applebee's might grease the wheels a little. Mike Birbiglia. And I read recently that women still make 30% less than men in the workplace, which I think is fine, because if we didn't make 30% more, you guys would all marry each other. Na 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 na. I went out with this girl in the middle of the day. She goes, you know what turns me on? And I said, what? And she said, black guys. Which I found discouraging, because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I have never had anyone be like, you're black, right? I used to think that I was a little bit unstable, and then I met every girl I've ever dated. They kind of keep it under wraps for a while. Like, everything seems cool. And about 2 months in, they're like, maybe this weekend we could... I'm crazy! Alrighty. Wish maybe you'd told me sooner.